I just hit the mute button on accident. What's up, everybody? All right, so you missed all that. Welcome in, welcome in. What up, Isaac? Artmore, feeling good, man. How you feeling? Glenn, what's up? Kevin Jones, Caswoo, welcome in. All right, let me just fix this a little bit. All right, so Isaac and Artmore, you guys jumping in a spot here? You want to take number 1 and 2? Cool. All right, that's good. That's good view. All right, let's do it. So Isaac, you're on 1. You got $300 in chips back there. So Isaac, we got you on 1, my man. So you'd like to learn, Kasu. Never seen or heard of this. Baccarat is a fun, easy game. So while I'm writing these names down, Baccarat is basically a game where a player and a banker goes against each other. The dealer doesn't have a hand, you don't have a hand. You get to choose if you want to bet on the player or the banker. And then each of you are going to get dealt 2 cards. And those 2 cards, the closest one to 9 wins. So there's no such thing as a 10 in Baccarat. So if you got a 10, it is actually a 0. If you got a Jack, Queen, King, it's a 0. And watch a few hands and you'll see how it goes. All right, let's get this in. Glenn, you want to take spot number 3? Kevin, spot number 3. Caswu, I'm going to put you on the list, let you watch a few hands, kind of get the gist of it. It's very easy to learn. Yes, Glenn is absolutely right. All right, Glenn, we got you in on 3. Kevin, you ready for spot number 4? Okay, so Isaac is going to make a $200 bet. He's saying player. So he put his bet on the player side. Glenn's going to go 100 on banker. So he put a bet on the banker side. Kevin Jones, what your first bet going to be? And Artmore, let me know what your first bet's going to be on number 2. So for those of you watching, not in the chat, it's totally free. You just get tokens, credits, chips, whatever you want to call them. It's not real money. So you can play along at home just by yourself there, or you can put your name on the list and take the driver's seat. Like Kevin's going 100 on banker. So we got 100 on banker for Kevin, 100 on banker for Glenn, 200 on player for Isaac. And then Artmore, what you going to do on yours? I'm actually going to get the decks of cards ready here. I got to do a little bit of a mix and match shuffle here because it's 6 decks. So 6 decks in Baccarat. This is how I shuffle them. Okay, Artmore's going 150. Artmore, are you going to go 150 on player or banker? And JQ. Welcome in, JQ. You imagine, I'll imagine I know how to play. You're here for the show. It's very easy to learn, unless you already know. But if you do already know JQ, I'll imagine I'll know how to play. See, my wife's Korean, and she didn't know how to play Baccarat. I had to teach her. Sorry, this takes a little bit. We got to make sure it's randomized. Okay, Artmore, we got your 150 on banker. I'm just about done with the shuffle here. And now you can see why one night I was doing this and I ended up with a 300 card pickup. Not a 52 card pickup, a 300 card pickup. Okay, we're going to kick the first card, get that out the way. Okay, let's go. So everybody gets, the player and banker get a card each. There you go, Artmore. We got you 150 on banker for Artmore. Okay, so now we're going to reveal the cards. Player's got a 3. Banker's got a 1. Player's got a 6. Respectable hand. It's closest to 9 wins. Banker's got an 8. That's a natural 8. So if you see an 8 or a 9, best hand you can get, in most cases, is an automatic win. In this case, it's an automatic win. There will be an opportunity in other hands for the player to take another card. But in this case, an 8 versus a 6 is an automatic banker win. So we're going to clear the player bets. Isaac, no luck on that first hand. It's all good, though. And then we pay out the banker bets, equal money, clear the cards, and get ready for a new deal. All right, and now we've marked the banker win here. The list is very small right now. JQ, do you want to be on the list? Well, yes, Isaac, I know. I was being stereotypical, and I didn't mean to be, but I was. Okay. Hector. Hector, I put your name on the list. It's pretty easy. And the cards dictate. You did get a bunch in a row. I remember that, Artmore. Okay, Isaac's going 100 on player. Then Artmore, we got you at 300 banker. There you go. And Kevin, we got you 100 on player. And then Glenn, we got you 100 on banker. Okay, let's go. Do all in on a tie. Actually, I will allow tie bets. If you guys want to throw a tie bet up there, I will allow that. Player's happy. Player's very happy. Yep, we got a natural 9 because the 10's worth 0. So we got a natural 9 versus a 2. The banker, even if they pull the card and got a 9, it would not be a natural 9. So this one is automatic. Player win. We'll mark the player win on the board. And we'll get the players' payouts going. Push those bets back and go ahead and hit the chat again with your next bet. Easy as that. Easy as that. Artmore's going 150 on player. Isaac's going 100 on player. Play on player. You like the board? Sweet. What's up, Don? Welcome in, sweetie. Avil of Love. Avil of Love. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but this is free Baccarat. This is free interactive Baccarat. You can learn how to play if you don't know how to. You can play along and practice. Kevin, we got you 150 on banker. All right, bets are out. Cards coming. Okay, player's got an 8. Banker's got a 7. Player ends up with a 6. Banker ends up with a 7. Now, 7's not an automatic win. So the player's going to take another card, and they're going to stay at a 6 versus a 7. The banker will stand, resulting in a banker win. So let's mark the board, pay out those bankers, and clear off those player bets. All right, now hit the chat again with your bets. So Artmore, that was a quick 0 out. Artmore, let me put you back on the list. Kevin, Caswoo, do you want to play? And then we got JQ and Hector on the list after that. Avil. Sorry if that was kind of an abbreviated explanation of what you're watching here, but you're watching Baccarat. Baccarat. It's AV low fluff. Okay. Ronin. You spell this game BACC AR. Here it is. I don't know if you can see that back there. I had it covered. BACCARAT. Okay, let's get 300 out here to hand number 2. 100 on player for Caswu. We got you in there. Art, I got you back on the list. Okay, and then we got 150 on banker for Kevin. You got it. You got it. And then we got 100 on banker for Isaac. And Glenn, what do we got on yours? All in player. Okay, let's get the cards coming out here. Let me move this. There you go. Now you can see that better. Okay, player's got a 3. Banker's got a 6. 8 for the player. That's good. Versus a 4 for the banker. So a natural 8 versus a banker 4. Banker will not pull a card. Automatic player win. We're ping-ponging, ladies and gentlemen. Ping pong, ping pong. This is hard to gauge what's going on with the board because it's just bouncing back and forth right now. All right, bankers took a loss on that one. Players got the natty 8, the natural 8, not an enhanced 8, a natural 8. Okay, Isaac. Okay, JQ, do you want to play JQ? Tat, what's up, Tat? I see you are here. I got you in there, my man. I got you in. Glenn, I'm not sure we got 2 people ready to play right now. Let's see. JQ, do you want to play? Hector, are you ready? We got 150 on banker for Kevin. 100 on player for Kaswu. All in banker. Okay. Hector, let's get you in on number 1, Hector. So I'm going to give you 300 credits, tokens, doubloons, fake dollars. What's your first bet going to be? So tell me the dollar amount and whether it's player or banker. Oh, Kevin Jones, you're going to switch it up? All right, Kevin, switch it up. We're going 100 on banker. 100 on banker for you, 100 on player, all in, 150 on player for Hector. Thank you for getting in there. Hector, welcome to the board. Let's get you a fucking win here. I can't really root for banker or player because I can't fade either one of you, so I'm just rooting for somebody to win. I'm guaranteed to be right. We got a 6 for the players and a 9 for the banker. Natural 9 for the banker. Board bounces back again. Just ping pong, ping pong. Jeez Louise. Okay. Players took a loss on that. Very nice. Kevin's got a little bit of stackage going on there. What up, Aussie Jake? I'm very good. How are you, Jake? And Doug, I see you in the house. What's up, Doug? Yes, we can do that, Hector. So I'm opening up tie bets. That's my first bonus I'm going to offer. You just have to remember to tell me if you want it or not. And Caswu, you got 100 on banker. And we got Hector's got 100 on player and 50 on a tie. 50 on a tie there. Okay, Glenn, you just cashed out 400, came in at 300, cashed out 400. Nice little run up there. Avil, do you want to play? Ronin, do you want to play? 150 on banker. Okay, I'm going to put you in on spot number 3, Ronin, with 300 credits. What's your first bet going to be? Kevin, I got you 150 on banker. Caswoo 100 on banker. And then we got Isaac. No, Hector's on 1 now. I knew that wasn't right. I knew Isaac was out of here. All right, we ready to go. Okay, player's got a 5. Banker with the ace, a 1. Player downgrades to a 2. Banker with a 1. Hard to beat a 2. I mean, hard to be worse than a 2, but the banker found a way to do it. Now, in this case, both the player is going to take a card, and the banker is only going to take a card depending on what the player does here. Player ends up with a 4. The banker with a 1 versus a 4 will draw always. They end up with a 9. Banker win. Okay, we got something going here. Finally, we got 2 in a row. It was banker win. I should have waited to do the payouts first. Okay, not a tie. Bankers win on that one. First 2 wins in a row. It was banker winning back to back. Caswoo, you're up there. Okay. Ronin. So we got Ronin's on 3. Okay, Hector, Caswoo, Ronin. Kevin's still on 3. All right, Tat, you're next. Okay, so we got, what is this 100 back here? Okay, Caswoo 200 on banker. Let me put the board up here. And then Hector. Okay, that's why I got confused here. Hector got 2 hands in, 2 hands out. Hector, we'll buy, you know what, that was real quick. You want to come in for another 2 or 3 hands? Caswoo, we got you 250 banker. Ronin, we got you 250 banker. Kevin, 150 banker. So we got banker, banker, banker. Okay. Ronin, do you want to play a couple more on number 1? We'll let that happen if you want to. But right now we got 3 bets on bankers. So whoever's on 1, you're either going to fade the table and go player, or you're going to jump on board and go with the banker bet. Okay. I'm going to make the banker bet for the table. Tat, you're going to come in on the next one, okay? Isaac, I know you would fade it. If that's what you were feeling, you got to just do it. But I'm going to go with, oh, fucking A. Player's got a 9. Banker's got a 6. Damn. That was not an ideal hand. I was not trying to fade the table. Isaac said he would have. If Isaac faded the table, he would have won, because that ended up being a 9, a natural 9 for the player versus a 6 for the banker. Rough hand right there. Okay, there's the board. Hit the chat. Tell me what your okay. Oh, Real Talk Son is back in the house. What's up, moderator? I mean, I will moderate, G. Oh, no, no, no. Skate for you. What's up, Skate for you? I would guess I wouldn't call it gambling. I'd say you could play. So, Skate for you, this is free, interactive. And if you want to play when I call your name, you can take over and actually get a seat and make all the choices. Like Cass Woo's going all in banker right here. Ronan's going, yes, you got 150, Ronan. You're going 100 on banker. You got it. And then what do we got over here? Tat, are you ready to play, Tat? After Tat, we got Jake and Doug. So, Tat, let me know if you're still here. We'll put you in on spot number 1. And then, Kevin, you said, what was your bet on number 4, my man? Did I miss it? Oh, 150 on player. I got it. I see it. I see it. 150 on player for you. Okay, there we go. All right, Tat's not there. Jake, are you there? You want to jump in on number 1? We're going to deal this out here. Okay, player's got a 6. Banker's got a 0. Player's now got a 0. Banker's got a natural 8. There's a banker win. Just ping pong. This board is crazy right now. Just back and forth. Okay, so that was a banker win with an 8 versus a 0. Kevin, no luck on that one, but you're still ahead. But that was a couple losses in a row, but if I'm keeping track correctly. Caswoo, nice hit. Okay. Ronin. Okay. Let's see. Skate for you. I got you after Doug, so we'll get you in. Skate for you. 200 for banker Caswoo. Ronin 100 for banker. Isaac. Jake 200 on banker. Okay, Jake, I got you in there. All right, Jake. Jake's on 1 right now. Mods fighting to not play is crazy. They're just, they just don't want to be disrespectful to each other. Give each other the opportunity to play. Doug, you're next, and then Skate's next after that. Ronin, I'm illegally broke right now. Not illegally broke. Well, I mean, you're imaginarily broke, if that's a word. Imaginarily. All right, Kevin. 200 for banker Kevin. We got you. The way the board's been going, like it's a gamble. Everybody's on banker right now, though. So we're gonna peel the band-aid off. Everybody took banker, so we're gonna peel the band-aid off with the player hand. Holy fuck, you guys. Dude, you're facing a 9. Oh, this is brutal. Okay, there's only one freaking hand here that's gonna help y'all. Come on, come on. Be a 9. Be a 9. It's not a 9. It is not a 9. The board defeats again and bounces right back to player with a natural 9. We've got a lot of natural 8s and 9s tonight. A lot. A ton of them right now. It's crazy. Banker did not make you proud, Ronan. I'm sorry. Why? Yes, why? Why? All in banker. Okay. Jake, let's do it, Jake. 100 on banker. Okay, I'm gonna try to say this. Saimar. Kaya? Kayamar. I hope I didn't butcher that. Jake, we got you in at banker. Kevin, what you got on yours? And then Ronan, you got 150 left still, Ronan. You've been down to 150 and then back up again. Casino, I must win. That's gonna be me tomorrow night. Casino, I must win. Give it to me. All in banker. Here goes your life savings. Never bet your life savings. Rule number one at the casino: don't go with money you can't afford to lose, because that's what you're going to do. I mean, we all know the reality of the casino. You know, if you think you're going there to win, that's problem number one. Just so everyone knows, grasshoppers in Florida are huge. There's one on my window and it's 3 inches long. Insects in Florida are on another fucking level, dude. They're like, they're somewhere bridging the gap between prehistoric insects and modern insects. Their fucking cockroaches are massive. Grasshoppers are massive. Fuck that shit. That's why when you go to Florida, everybody's back porch has a screen around it, because the screen is to keep out all the freaking monster bugs that live in that swamp state. It's a beautiful and awesome state, but goddamn those bugs. Okay, we got a 7 versus a 9. Everybody was on banker again. Banker wins. Yes. Fucking A. There we go. Okay, there we go. All right, that was good. That was good. I feel better about that. What up, Mohammed? Baccarat. Yes, we got a good win here. Okay, that's 300 down there, Kevin. So I'm gonna just throw you 3 black chips. That's 150 there. So let's mix a black chip in there on your hand there, Ronan. You're not broke. Life savings is not gone. Or your casino couple gaming tokens free. Never purchased credits have been doubled. Boom. Now you got 300. Back to 300 there. Okay, that was good. That was good. 99% of gamblers quit before they win big. Oh, that was banker. I actually didn't mark that. There, I marked it. Banker, back and forth, ping pong, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Okay, Ronan's going all in playa. I kind of like that bet. I kind of like that bet. Noble. Noble has arrived. We have nobility in the house. Welcome in, sire or Cyrus. I don't know how to say that. I got your name on the list, so you can play. And Mohammed, I got you on the list too. You just came in right before Noble did. Okay, thank you, Ronan. This is Ronan's last hand. Let's freaking get a big win here for you. Jake's going to go all in player. All right, we got some player action here. Kevin Jones going all in player. Oh, so see, Caswoo and people that are new to Baccarat, you see the way that board is looked right now? So people are thinking the board is going to do what the board does, and you got to follow the pattern. Don't go against the pattern, follow the pattern. Oh, Caswoo, sorry, I missed that. 200 on banker for Caswoo. All right, let's do it. Okay. Player, what you got here? A 5. Banker with a 3. Player with a 5. Banker with a 3. Okay. Now, how this works is the player is going to draw a card first with their 5. They end up with a 6. Now, a 3 versus a 6. The banker is going to draw a card. And this is where we are really sweating here. A 5. So, player wins. The board does not break our hearts. It broke Caswoo's heart, but it followed its own original pattern. and it ping pong just like it has been doing. So we're going to put a black chip down there and a bunch of green chips on top of it for you, Ronan. Ronan, if this is your last hand, we'll count your chips up and we'll put them in your imaginary bank. And next time you play, you can start off with a little more than normal. But Ronan, let me know if you want to play another hand. And everyone else, let me know what your next bet is. Cass Wu, you still got 200 down there with 2 black chips. All right. Ronan, I stream Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night, 10:30 p.m. Pacific till whenever I decide it's been too long and I need to go. All right, Aussie Jake, we got you in 200 banker. Cass Wu, you still got 200 down there. You gonna make another bet on this? All in banker, need to go to bed soon. Oh, yes. Save that energy. Pregnant mama with a, whew, you got a lot. You got a full plate there. You also have a kid in school. Jeez Louise, you're a saint. You're a saint. Okay, so Doug, let me know if you're there, Doug. You're gonna get in on this spot after this hand. Ronan, let's count you out here. 5 and 9 years old. Yeah. So, ooh, that I didn't know about the 5-year-old. That's crazy. Doug, do you want to take spot number 3 right now? Ronan, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $600. So, Ronan, you came in at 300 tokens, and you have 600 tokens. Nice little double your money. Get out of the table. Take your money. Go have a nice, if you were at the real casino, go have a nice dinner or something. Kevin, are you still playing, Kevin? I think you were dipped out on this one. Cash you out. All right, we got you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 600, 900, 1,200. That was a hell of a run up there, Kevin. 300 to 1,200. And fuck, 30 minutes? 30-minute run up like that, man. If you were going to the casino betting $100 a hand on Baccarat, it would add up quickly if you hit a nice streak like Kevin did. Very good. Very good. All right, Doug, you're on 3, Doug. And then Mohammed, you want to jump in? You want to jump in on number 4? Oh, I'm sorry, Skate's next. Skate, you ready? Doug, you're on 3. Doug, you can't bet on player and banker. You have to bet on one or the other. Otherwise, you just be paying commission to the casino all night long. Because in the casino, when the banker wins, you pay them a commission. So, like, if you bet 50 on player, 50 banker, you would lose slowly all night long every time the banker won. Skate for you. You want to take spot number 4? And Doug, tell me clarify your bet for me, Doug. All right, so you got 300 credits down here, Skate for you, on spot number 4. And you can tell me if you want me to call you something else besides Skate for you. Okay, Doug, we got you 150 on player for Doug. Okay, we got Cass Woo's bet in already. We got Jake's bet in already. There's the board right now. Ping back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. All right, so Skate for you, 100 on player. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's see what we got here for the players and bankers. We got a split house here. Half on player with the 0, half on banker with a 5. Player ends up 6, banker ends up 9. We've had so many natural hands right now. That is crazy. Oh, the board does not disappoint again. Back and forth we go. But Skate for you, we got your first hand in as a win. Doug, we got your first hand in as a win. Caswoo, hope you had a little fun learning the Baccarat game. Very simple, very easy. Next time you'll come in and you'll know exactly what to do. Okay. Kaya. Kaya, if you're there, Kaya, you can take over spot number 3. Good night, Caswoo. Sleep good. Have a great last day pickup with your kids. Stop, stop, stop. What's the stop sign for? Okay, Doug's going same bet, 150 player. Skate for you is going to go 100 on player. Banker won and I paid the players. Oh, I paid the wrong people? Oh, crap. Son of a biscuit. That was stupid. Damn it. That was stupid. Well, it's going to happen. It's going to happen at least once in a night. Okay, so Caswoo, you actually ended up with a win. You had 200 down there. Jake, you also had 200. So we're going to pay those out. And then the money I paid out already, I'm just going to leave that alone. Okay, so yeah, you guys got a little Doug and Skate for you. I mean, technically, I should take away that first winning, and then we're square. If I do that, then we're completely square, wins and losses. But Caswoo, that means you cashed out at 400 and not left with his loss. So that's great for you. Jake, that also means you stacked up to 600 right now. And you're going to go 200 on player. Doug, we're going to run that bet back, 150. And then Skate, we got you here. Okay. Fixed it all. Fixed it all. Sorry, y'all. It was a banker win, and I fucking played it. I paid out the players instead of the bankers like a schmuck. Muhammad, do you want to take seat number 2? I could have Muhammad take seat number 2. Okay. There's the board. We got our bets repeat here. Thank you, guys. Okay. Muhammad, what's your first bet on spot number 2? $25 on player. All right. Thank you, Muhammad. Okay. Player's got a 3. Banker with a 0. Player got a 1 now. Banker 9. Another natural. Okay. I'm not going to fuck this one up this time. Finally, we got 2 back to back. Oh, Muhammad, ball buster over here. I know it's an old people problem. Yeah. The old person problem here. Like forgetting the players just lost. I was hesitant because I don't like doing that. Just clearing the table off. That feels mean. I could not be a real dealer. Watch people losing. Some people win, but not a lot. Okay, Muhammad, we got you 75 on banker. Jake, all in player. You got it. All right, Doug, what you got on this one? Skate for you, what you got on this one? inside. Okay. Skate for you, all in player. All right, we got it. Dealer needs a drink. Yeah, I'm off my game, man. Okay. God damn it. See what happens when I don't have a beer? Pair of nine, matching nines. Let's see who's going to pull the monkey. Okay, it's 6, and a monkey over here. Another natural 9. Oh. Banker's trying to do something here. Banker's trying to fuck with y'all. That was rough. The first time, the first time a streak starts in the night, it's always hard to figure out, when and if that's going to happen. Right there, that just dusted the table out. Oh my God. Yeah, stick around. We might get you right back in, Skate. There's not a lot of people on the list right now. The only people I got on the list right now is Noble, and then Isaac, we can get you back in, and then Glenn, we can get you back in. So Noble, if you're there, let me know. Noble, do you want to take seat number 1 with 300 fresh credits? As you all know, it's always free. It's never for real money. This is for fun and entertainment only. You all know that. All right, Noble, take number 1. Doug, we smoked you on that one, Doug. I put you back on the list, Doug. And Skate, I put you back on the list also. Let's throw your name back on the list there just in case, Jake. Okay, so Noble's on 1. What's your first bet going to be? Tell me the dollar amount and whether you want banker or player. Muhammad. All right, Muhammad, you got 50 on banker. 50 on banker for Muhammad. Noble, what do you got? All in banker. You're feeling that streak going. And then Isaac, you're on number 3, Isaac. What's your bet going to be? Doug, I got your name back on the list, so you'll be put back into there. Skate, we got you back on the list. 300 for player. Isaac's coming in aggressive. Okay, Glenn, you want to take spot number 4? Emmy, welcome in. Emmy, I got you on the list. For the next time, suggest this, because it's superstitious, maybe number 4 need to change to number 5. 4 is a bad number in Asia. Oh, I never heard that. I mean, I knew if 4 was a bad number, but I never heard someone suggest to remove that. It's like in a lot of casinos in Vegas, there's not a 13th floor. Okay, Glenn, we got you all in on 4. Yeah, if you in a lot of casinos, they will not have a 13th floor. Doug, I'd have to check, but you've got a few thousand. Your bank's still big, even after a couple rough nights, because you had other nights that you did pretty good, so that you're still riding the wave, man. Oh, 0 versus 5. Okay, in that case, 5 is going to draw a card. Ends up with a 2. That is unfortunate. So players are hoping a monkey comes up. Instead, they got a 6. Banker streaking here. Streaking hardcore right now. I really thought player was going to happen, but no. Isaac and Glenn came in hot and heavy and got rinsed thoroughly hot and heavy on their first hand, 300 in. Little rough. Lord have mercy. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay, skate for you. And Doug, you guys, skate for you, Doug. You guys want back in? All right, Glenn, Isaac, I'm going to put you back on the list. And then Hell's Gate, what's welcome in, Hell's Gate. Mini Me is in the house too. All right, Skate, you're on number 3. Let's switch it up this time. Skate, we'll put you on 3 instead of Doug on 3. And then Doug, you ready to take number 4? Skate's going all in player. That's 300 for player for Skate. Muhammad, what you got on your bet? $10 for player. I just want to see the board. Okay. 10 for player. All right, Doug. Yep, Doug, you're on 4 now. Skate, we got your bet in. Doug, what's your bet on spot number 4, my man? While I get you 300 on chips. There are your potato chips. I'm going to guess 150 on player. Player, right? Let's see. Let's see how well I know some of my regulars. Doug's going on player. Oh, shit. Who's on 1? Noble. Hold on. Noble, what was your bet? Oh, Noble, let me know what your bet is on spot number 1. Sorry. You didn't throw me that yet. Jump in there, Noble. Tell me what your bet's going to be. All in on player or banker? He's the Antichrist. Oh, I got to hit this up. Player. Player with a 3. Player with a 7. Player's got a 7. The banker will draw a card. The player will not. 7's a good hand, but not as good as an 8. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, Baccarat table said, you guys think you know what I'm going to do? You are wrong, sucker. Let me show you what I'm going to do. I am going to trick y'all. Oh, my God. If I were at the table right now, I'd bet so much money on player, but that might be a bad idea, the way that's been going. But, dude, if I was on the table right now, I'd go heavy as hell. Okay. All right, number 1, Glenn, you ready for... Oh, no, you jumped in, Glenn. Skate, I'll put you back on the list, Skate. Okay, dude. Doug's going same bet. There we go, Doug. Okay, Noble, let's get you back on the list, Noble. And then, Jake, are you ready to jump back in, Jake? Jake, I can put you in number 1 right now. 10 on player for Muhammad. Who did I just put in? Skate. Ooh, that was rough. Okay, Emmy, you ready to take spot number 3, Emmy? And Jake, you were next on the list. If you're there, let me know if you want to hit up spot number 1. Mini Me, I got you on the list. You are there. Okay, so we got you in now on this one, Emmy. You're on number 3, Emmy. $100 on banker. You were the only one that survived because you were not betting all in. Okay, well, number 1. Okay, Isaac, you want to jump back in on spot number 1? Okay, let's go. Let's go, Muhammad, Emmy, and Doug. 5 for the player, 9 versus the banker. Holy hell. Holy hell in a handbasket. That's one of the longest runs. That is probably the longest run I've ever dealt on my channel. I've seen runs like that in the casino, but I've never done one like that on my channel. Freaking crazy. Meaning me, it's always free money here. We'll put you back in. Okay, Isaac. Isaac, I got you in on number 1. Jump in on number 1, Isaac. And then Mini-Me, you could take over number 4. Mini, you ready to play number 4? Isaac, you're on 1. Doug, you came in on the player bet action and got rocked because it was just banker, banker, banker. That's insane. All right, Mini-Me, you're on 4 with a fresh 300. Okay. Let's see what those bets are real quick. Isaac, I thought I saw a 300 there. Yep, 300 on player for Isaac. Muhammad, 20 on banker. Let me cash in some chips here. 20 on banker from Muhammad. And then what do we got for you, Emmy and Mini-Me? Yes, you can split 25. I'm going to take 2 25s and give you, so 50 for 50. So Mini, there you go. Or, oh shit, that was Emmy. Whoops. Mini. I'm going to switch that. There we go. Okay. Yes, you did win the bet, Emmy. We need a $200 lobster dinner win. Red Lobster, you know, is not as cheap as it once was, but I guess nothing is. 5 on whatever you should put it on. Well, I would say 5 on player. 50 on player for Emmy. Okay. All right, we got the bets out there. Good luck, everybody. Player with the 3, banker with the 9, player with a 2, banker with a natural 9. Holy hell. I'm running out of room on my paper. What the actual fuck is going on here? That is insanity. Muhammad's the only one that got a win on there. He said this table is fucking banker hot right now, dude. Why would I leave the hot streak? The banker is just annihilating right now. Wow, that is crazy. Doug, you are back on the list. Absolutely. So Mini-Me. Okay, sorry. Mini-Me, so how this works? Mini-Me, have you played Baccarat before? Okay, so Mini-Me, how it works is you bet on either banker or player. So your last one, you said 25 banker, 5 player. You can only bet on one, so we're going to stick with your initial bet on banker. See if this crazy-ass streak is going to keep going. Pit Boss cannot check the card. She's asleep. And then, Emmy, what's your bet going to be? Okay. Oh, shit. Nobody's on 1. Isaac got rinsed. Rinsed, cleaned out. Okay, you can bet on banker or end player, and also a side bet on tie. Emmy, um, you want to go on tie? We can do tie only bet. Real casino bottles, yeah, bottles would be flying all over. Wait, Emmy. Okay, so Emmy, 100 on player. We're gonna stick with that bet. I think that's a good bet for you. Okay, and then Minnie, what's your bet on number 4, Minnie? So you've got the nickels up there. Muhammad, we got you in. Number 1, we're looking for a player. We'll find a player here. Skate. Skate, you can jump in on spot number 1 now. Okay, let's get some cards out there. Player's got a 0. Banker's got a 7. Player's got a 9. That's hard to beat. Oh, the tie almost happened because I didn't believe the banker was actually going to fucking lose, but it finally did lose. And the player got the natural 9. So player killed that massive streak. I'm kind of glad because my paper had no more room to put another freaking banker. You know, I was running out of space on my board. It's insane. Definitely the longest freaking player or banker streak we've had. Any banker or player. That was the longest streak we've had on this channel easily. All in player. You did say all in player, and it was right when the cards were coming up. So I'm gonna give that first one to you, Skate. I didn't want to make the hands wait too long, so I kind of rushed the deal out there. But you got in there just in time, so we got you. $50 of my choice. I'm going freaking. I'm thinking player's gonna hit 2 and then back to banker. 5 on player. All right, Skate, where are you at on this one? Emmy, where are you at on this one? Hey, Skate, you know, I mean, what's the purpose? It's freaking, you know, it's fake money. It's all for fun. So, you know, this ain't no freaking by the book dealer here. In fact, sometimes I'm just kind of making shit up as I go. Okay, bets are out. Cards are coming. Good luck, everybody. We got 3 player bets. Let's see if they are correct. Oh, that's rough. Okay, that's rough. Come on. Terrible. Player can't win 2 in a row. I was wrong. Muhammad, I just cannot believe the banker fucking won again. That's insanity, dude. Yeah, banker's going to stand. Wow. That's crazy. The streak got broken up. That's what happened. It was going to be a 12 banker streak, but instead it broke it up there. Oh, okay. 200 on player for Skate. Okay, you had that big all in, good lucky hit the first time, you know. Now bet smart. Bet smart on these ones. New deck, please. I got 6 decks. It's Baccarat, you play with 6, 8, or 10 decks. So we're not going to get to a new shuffle tonight. 5 on banker. Let's push your bet back here and see what you're going to do, Emmy. Okay, Minnie, we got you 5 on banker. We got you 200 on player Skate. And we got 50 on banker for Muhammad. Cash me out, please. All right, Emmy's gonna cash out 500. A nice quick little run up there. Okay, Emmy in at 300, out at 500. 500 credits. Freaking you bot you or who whatever you are. Noble, you ready to play again? Let me know, Noble. Emmy, see you later. Have a good smoke. Sorry if me lighting up a cigarette made you want to smoke. This, oh, mini me. This isn't money. Mini me. No, this is your first. This is your regular $300 buy-in. I don't even really count that into the bank unless you win. You know, if you lose, we just take it away. If you win, you keep it as winnings. It's totally improper, but so no, Mini Me knows it's a fake bank. It's the depository. That sounds, I don't know. That doesn't sound right. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say depository. Yeah, no, that was just your first free 300. So you're good, man. You are good. All right, Mohammed, we got you in. Are these the new bets? Yeah, these are the new bets. Oh, we're waiting to see. Noble's out. Doug, you in? Doug, I can get you in on 3. Noble's not here anymore. Tyler, hey. Hey, what's up, Tyler? Wait, Doug the dog play? Doug the dog can play, sure. Hell yeah. Okay. Sarcasm doesn't come over well on text. But I got you, Minnie. I know you know. You know the rules. Yeah, where's Morty Smith? All right, Doug, you ready for spot number 3? We got bets out there. I'm going to go ahead and make a deal, and then we'll get the next player in on number 3. Doug, that's you if you're ready. And then if not, we got Isaac, Glenn, Skate, and Tyler after that. Right now, we got a player with a 6, a banker with a 6. We got matching 6s there. Downgrade. And even bigger downgrade. Wow. Okay, so 5. You might say just stay, but you can't make that decision. When the dealer has a 5, they have to draw a card. Or player. When the player has a 5, they have to draw a card. They end up with an 8. That is a very fortunate draw. Now the banker's 3 versus an 8. We'll pull another card and get an 8 also. We have our first tie of the night, ladies and gentlemen. That is an 8 versus an 8. First tie of the night. Okay, let's mark that. Of course, it happened on the banker's turn. Of course. First tie of the night. Nobody wins, nobody loses, nobody bet on tie. Emmy, I got you back on the list, Emmy. Okay, Doug, what's your bet going to be now? Same bet for Mini Me. Doug, you're jumping in now. Mohammed, cash me out. I just want to buy McDonald's in Marlboro. You going to cash out, Mohammed? And then Skate, are you going to repeat your $200 bet there? And Doug, we got you in on 3. Let me write that down before I forget. All right, Doug, you're in. Okay, Mohammed, let's count you out here. That's 340. 340. So you did get a little profit. $40. Just like you said. You got money for McDonald's and a pack of Marlboros. All right, Gauzy. Thank you, man. Let me know if you're going to stay around and watch so I can add you back to the list, okay? Let's see what we got here. 200 on player. Okay, Muhammad's out. So Isaac and Glenn, we can get you in right now too. 150 on player for Doug. So Isaac, let me know if you're ready for spot number 2 after this hand. Players 2, player 5, banker 0. Okay. Player draws a card. They always draw on a 5. They end up with a 5. Banker will draw on a 0 and end up with a 6. The banker will win again. Surprise, surprise, the banker wins. Insanity. Insanity. Banker is just dominating tonight. That's a 5 versus a 6. Yep. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay. When your nephews left, you did a bank. Oh, you started doing a bank on you play blackjack with them, right? They went from 500 to 20K, dude. My daughter, when she plays with us, she goes on massive runs because they play fearless. They just understand the game and they just play fearless. It's insane. All in for player. Skate, we got you all in for player. Oh, Doug, your book. Let's check that real quick. It's fucking fat, Doug. I updated the book last night. Doug, I got you at 4175. I got you at 4,175, Doug. 5 on banker. So we can buy you in a lot more. And then who's on 2? Isaac, you ready for 2? If not Isaac, Glenn, are you ready for 2? Give you 200. You got it, Doug. 200. Mark that down. All right. 200. Glenn, we got you in here. 200 for player. All right, Glenn, you're in number 2 now. 50 on tie for Doug. Okay, let's get this going here. Minnie's got her lucky chip. So I'm feeling like this banker domination will not end. That just for some reason I'm feeling the banker domination will not end. Let's see. Okay. Player, you've got hope here. You've got hope. Okay, you got a 6. 6 versus a 5. The banker is going to take a card and ends up with a 3. Okay, so we did get the banker streak to end early this time. Last time that banker streak kept going and going and going. This time the banker streak ended pretty quickly by comparison. And that was perfect timing for Glenn and Skate. Skate, you were about tapped out until you got that one. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, run your bets back there. We got Skate on 1, Glenn on 2, Doug on 3, and Mini-Me on 4. Good luck to everybody. $5 on banker again. You got it. I need a drink. 100 on banker for Glenn. There you go, my man. A 100 on player for Skate. There you go, my man. And Doug, what do we got for you? Doug, you said tie. Doug, I got 50 on a tie. Did you say 50 on player? I only see the tie. $150 on player for you this time. There you go. Doug, I thought it was weird did you bet only on the tie? So if you messed your chat up, you know how it works here. just let me know and I'll correct that. On this case, we have a 4 versus a 7. 7 versus a 3. Oh, I thought we might have a tie, but no. We got a 7 versus a 3. Player stays on a 7. Banker draws on a 3 versus 7. Ends up with a 5. So we got a player win again. Okay. We got a little change of activity on the board. Player win that one. All right, Doug. Right back at it, Doug. All right. Nice, nice, nice. We got some winnage going on here. We got some growth in the chip stacks. We're liking that. We're liking that. Okay, what do we got on the next bet, ladies and gentlemen? And who else wants to jump in and play? Because right now on the list, and it's free. If you're watching, it's free. But you can't play unless you tell me your name. Right now I got Isaac, and then Skate will get a chance to. No, Skate's playing right now. Oh, Skate's already there. Tyler, Emmy. Tyler and Emmy. All right, you got 150 on player plus 50 on a tie. All right, Doug, I like that. Half in player, that's going to be 125, 130. Okay, mini-me. Half on banker. Okay, I see you switched it to banker. All in banker for Glenn. Okay. Okay, we got banker, player, banker. Skate 100 on player again. Okay, bets are out. Cards are coming. Half is like $130, Mini. That's like 130 you got there. And then you got like 130 left. Oh, matching zeros. A little fade, a little sweat here. Glenn, oh my God, a natural 9 here. Oh, player said, I want in on the action. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to fucking play. Unfortunate for that fat stack there, Glenn, on that one. Woo. Woo. Oh, and then Minnie, the first time you bet real heavy, Minnie, the freaking the banker just said, nah, now's not your time. You're gonna have to wait for that big bet win. Damn. Okay, Isaac, are you there? Are you ready to play? Isaac. Paging Isaac to the Baccarat table. Paging Tyler to the Baccarat table. Tyler, paging Tyler to Baccarat. Skate for you, 100 on player, you got it. Mini, 10 on banker, you got it. Doug, where are you at on this one? Okay. Isaac and Tyler have vacated the premises. Emmy, you ready for number 2, Emmy? Okay, Emmy, sweet. Thank you, Emmy. You are on number 2. What's your first bet going to be? 100 on banker for Emmy. Okay, and then Doug. Doug, I will give someone on 6. You're going 150 on player, right, Doug? Mini-me, you had a shot of Fireball for the first time? Dude, Fireball is dangerous. Last time I drank Fireball, I got hammered. The reason Fireball is dangerous is because you just drink it straight, if you're like me. 7 versus 0. Player stays on a 7. The banker will draw a card, and the banker stays at a 0. The player wants a streak. The player's getting a streak with a 7 versus a 0. Damn, Mini-Me, I think you jinxed yourself by making the bigger bet. And then now you haven't hit, but you were hitting pretty often right then. Skate, you're stacking up there. Okay, so now I'm stacking the higher stacks in the back are 200. All the rest of the stacks are 100. You guys know that. Okay. Comp a room for skate. You know, like on a Thursday night, you might get a room comped, you know? As long as I go player banker gonna win, I'm calling it. All right. Mini 10 on banker. Emmy all in banker. Skate for you 100 on banker. And Doug, are you gonna stay 150 on player, Doug? Sell some greens. 200. Take 200 greens away for 200 in blacks. Can add 5 onto whoever goes player. 200 on banker this time. 200 on banker. 100 on banker, banker, banker. Everybody's on banker. Sweet. I like that. 5 to whoever goes player. Thankfully, nobody went player. We all went banker on that one. We get to do a peel and reveal here. So player, we're just going to rip the Band-Aid off. A 2. Okay, a 2 is beatable. All right, for the banker action here. A 6. Come on, 2 or 3. 2 or 3, baby. 2 or 3. Yes! Fucking spectacular. That was a great bet, everybody. And that one was pretty educated because of the board. That's why Baccarat turns out to be fun, because every now and again, you know, you kind of just know the win is coming. And when it does come and you made that bet, it feels so good. Like right now, table wins. Very nice, very nice. 25 for me. Thank you, Doug. All right, if I'm going to start keeping a tip bank, and Doug's winning on the tip bank, y'all. I'm just saying, you know, it's only imaginary money, you know. I'm kidding. I'm just busting balls. Okay, 25 on banker for you, Minnie. 100 on banker. Skate, you got it. And 5 on the dealer. Hey, we got a dealer tip. Glenn, that was a nice win. It's not often, you know, you get a table win. First of all, they have to all be betting on the same side. Second of all, it has to actually win on that side. Oh, 5 to the dealer. Oh, I got you. Okay, I got you, Minnie. I got you, Minnie. All right, Emmy 50 on player. And if you're going 50 on player, I'm going to go 50 on player with you. 200 on player for Doug. All right. All right, we got a half on this one. It's kind of a fresh board almost. Let's see what's going to happen here. A 1 versus a 7. Still a 1 versus an 8. Oh, the banker. Banker pulls a natural 8. That's going to be a banker win. See what happens when the dealer bets? You know, the dealer always loses. Shit. All right, nobody put any more bets on the dealer. Fuck the dealer. He's just here to deal. I mean, in real life, tip the dealer. On this channel, fuck the dealer. You know? Damn, I feel like I killed that hand. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not gonna bet, even if you tell me. I'm not gonna bet. Amiz, what's up? Welcome in, Amiz. Hello. Yep, Amiz, you absolutely can get in pretty soon. You're the next name on the list. Thank you, Minnie. Thank you, Minnie. All right, 100 skate. 100 on player, and 5 on banker mini. There you go. And Doug, you're going to go back on the 150 on player. I'm going to get it ready for you. And then what you got on this one, Emmy? You got 5 on it? I will push the best card I can your way. Okie dokie. We got another 50-50 split. This is what it usually is. It's usually never all on the same side. Player an 8. Banker of 5. Okay. The board, early in the night, that was a very weird board. Now it's starting to look like a normal board. Player got the win there with the 8 versus a 5. All right, skate for you. Stacking them up back there. Doug, stacking them up also. Sticking with the program, sticking with the play the odds. $25 on banker. You got it, Minnie? $100 player. We're going to have to start giving you some black chips back there. The $100 black chicks. All in banker for Emmy. That's 250 all in banker. You got your action there, Doug. Sell some greens. All right, we're going to take 400 in greens. Give you 1, 2, 3, 4 black chips. And are you going to do your 175 bet? 175 on skate. No, I'm good. Ever since I bought more chips, I haven't ran short. So I've got the perfect quantity of chips now, and especially because I got those $1,000 chips. So I didn't realize it, but they're magnets. But they're still $1,000 yellow chips. Doug, 200 this time on player. Let's do it. 200 on player. Okay, bets are out. Let's go. Players got an 8. Bankers got a 0. Players got an 8. Players are excited. Bankers got a 6. So we got a player win. Okay, players with the natural 8. Happy about that one. Doug with a nice $200 black chip win there. All right, very nice. Okay. Oh, damn. Emmy, that sucked. Yeah, give me a minute. Skate for you, 100 player. All right, Emmy, I'm going to put you back on the list. Amiz, are you there? Or Glenn, are you ready? Do you want to play now, Glenn? $150 on banker and 50 on tie. Doug, 150 on banker, 50 on tie. 150 mini. I'm going to go 100 into your bank and put you in at the 150 on banker. Oh, 15. Oh, shit. Okay. We're not going to go 100 into the bank. We're going to go 15 on banker. Okay. 15. That makes more sense. Okay. 15. Skate. Number 2. Amiz, are you there, Amiz? I'm going to deal this hand out, and then if Amiz doesn't jump in here, then we'll get you back in, Emmy. Oops, I almost did that. Okay, Amiz, you're going to be on spot number 2. Player's got a 6. Banker's got a 6. Ooh, player with a 0. Banker with a 4. Okay, the player will take their card. Stays at 0. That is terrible. And the banker with a 4 versus 0 will stand. That will be a banker win. That ended up banker win. Doug, nice. 150 banker win. Not the tie we were looking for, though. That would have been huge. And then Minnie, we got you 15 there. All right, and then Amiz, I got you coming in 300 on spot number 2. All right, what's your first bet going to be, Amiz? And then Skate, Doug, and Minnie, tell me what your bet's going to be. Let me get Amiz on 2. Emmy, I got your name on the list again. And then Boss Man, what's up? Welcome in. Good morning. $10 for player. Amiz, 50 on banker. You got it. Skate for you, 100 on player. And then Doug's going 150 on player. All right. Player 5, banker 0. Player got the natural 8. Ooh, 8 versus 0. We got another player win. Oh, maybe the board's going back to the way it started. Oh, most of the tables on player. First hand in for Amiz was not on player, so that kind of sucked, but that's how the cookie crumbles, you know it. Glenn, we got 150 for you. I got too many chips in my hand. And we got the 10 up there for you. All right, let's get those. Tip the dealer 10. Thank you. Glenn, nice chip stack there. Okay, I'm gonna buy some of these black chips. I don't really need them, but you got a lot back there. So that's 400, Skate. There's 1, 2, 3, 400 for you. And you still got fat stacks of greens. Let's get you a fucking yellow chip. Glenn, I'm sorry, Doug, you're pushing a yellow chip over here too. Okay, Skate for you, 100 on banker. You got it. Amiz, 25 on banker. Meaning 25 on player. And then Doug, what you got on this one, Doug? You're going to go 150 on player. I tip 50, sir. You're doing good dealing right now. All right. Yeah, I'm doing fucking very good dealing right now. Yeah, huh? Thank you. Okay, and are you doing the tie bet this time, Doug? Tech, what's up, Tech? I see you there. I will put your name on the list. Okay, let's get the deal out here. Doug, I'll get you a yellow chip after this win. Let's get you a win here. You're on player, right, Doug? 150. Did you want the tie bet also? Okay, let's see. Players got a 3 versus 0. Player with the 7. Banker with the 4. Okay. Player 7 stays. Banker 4 versus 7 is going to take a card. Ends up with an 8. Oh, 7 is normally a great hand. It normally wins, but not tonight, dude. Tonight, Banker said, nope. Shit. You guys see that? I'm just fucking slinging chips all over my garage tonight. Yes, 50 and 50 tie. Heck yeah. 50. Okay. Tech, there's only 2. Actually, that's already 1, 2. 2 names before you, Tech. Amiz, Stacky Stacky. Stacky Stacky, that's what you mean, right, Amiz? I'm Stacky Stacky. Skate, you're still, dude, you're fucking on a run, man. Glenn, I tried to call you up like 5 or 10 minutes ago, Glenn. Nick Diesel, what's up? Nick Diesel's coming in the chat with heavy with a gonad with the joke. Do I listen to Selena Gonads? Actually, yeah, I got 3 daughters, so I'm sure I did listen to the real Selena Gomez. One penny bank. Skate for your first time playing this and you're hooked. It's so simple. It's so simple. And actually, Baccarat is really fun because you can play for a long time and get fucking hammered, and you'll never make a bad play on your cards because the rules are the rules. The dealer's either going to draw a card or not based on the rules of the game. They can't change it, so you can't make a mistake. You could be plastered drunk and you won't make a mistake, like accidentally not splitting or not hitting when you should have hitting or whatever. Can you bet a single penny? No. We'll say 5's the minimum. Oh, Glenn, you're saying you want off the list. Okay. No problem. I got you, Glenn. I'm sorry. I misunderstood. Okay, we got your bet, Skate. We got your bet, Amiz. Doug, Mini, what are you going to do on that one? Mini 5's. Okay, I'm going to start the deal out here. Doug, you're always going 150 on player. You have 800 there if you bet 150 right now. If not, we'll pull that bet, but I'm going to deal the cards out like that. Okay. Player, it's got a 9. 150 bank, 50 tie. Okay. Got it. Player 9, player 1 versus a 3. Okay. Player's going to take a card. 1 turns into a 2. Okay, Glenn wants a 9 right here. It wouldn't hurt the rest of the table. Glenn would win very big if we pulled the 8, not a 9. I'm sorry, 8. Okay, so let's all hope for an 8 right here. No, a 9. 9, 17, 2. 2. Yeah, we want a 9. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. No. Instead, we do get a banker win with a 3 versus a 2. So everybody wins on the bet at least, but no tie on the bet. Good time to switch from player to banker, Doug. That's 150 there. Very nice. Okay, that was banker. Let me mark that. Amiz, you want to roll it again? You got it. 5 for the dealer. Whoop, that was, we'll do though. 100 player. You got it. A Miz, we got the stacky. Same bet for Doug. 5 on banker, same bet there. All righty. Let's go. Good luck, everybody. Player with the 9. Love seeing that 9. Versus the ace. Oh, natural 9. Only thing that will help you banker bets is 8 here. So 3 people are saying 8, and 1 person saying anything but that. Oh, so close, so close. Fucking player got the win on that one with the natural 9, the natty 9. Only 1 person on the player bet, and that was Skate. Still smashing the wins in. Man, if I'm at the table, I'm thinking real hard about just imitating Skate's bet. 200 for 2 more black chips. That puts you at 600, 8, 10, 12, 1350. Doug, you're sitting at 1025. Very nice. Very nice run up. Very, very nice run up. Okay, Skate. You're on a massive tear right now. We're gonna give you a couple more hands, and then and then try to get someone else in here, unless anybody decides or has to leave before then. A Miz, 25 on player, you got it. Skate, you're new, but you're gonna start giving lessons, dude. Like, watch. You're gonna don't go to the real casino right now, because you don't want to use your good streak on my video not making money and then go to the casino thinking you're actually going to play and win and then get smoked, because that, as we all know, happens more often than not. Casino always wins, as they say, right? Doug, what you got on this one? You got a 150 bet coming. Mini me, what's your bet? 25 on whichever wins. Well, we can't do it like that. Let me see. How about we go with what I'm thinking? Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Baccarat is actually an easy enough game to where, like, at home, if you weren't on the list, you could be playing with a bankroll of your own, and follow along very easily. You don't need stacks of chips. You can do it in your head or on a piece of paper or a notepad. Natural 9 versus a 4. Okay, I called the right one on that one. All right, Minnie. I was feeling that player was going to hit again. And not only did they hit it with a natural. Doug. Woo. Doug. Oh, man, Doug. We got the same bet on that. I'm so used to seeing you bet on player that I was like, I had to pause for a second. But you got the banker, kicked your butt on that one. Next thing I need to start doing is learning how to mark which one's a natural 8 or 9, so you guys can keep track of how many natural 8s and 9s there are. God, there's so much. Okay. 50 on banker for a Miz. Doug, do you want to go one more hand, Doug? Or count you out right now? Let me know, my man. You got a nice little run up there. I put you in at 300, then you got an extra 200. So You know, technically that would be 500 is your buy-in, and you're sitting at very nice. Banker 200 for you, Doug. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 875, Doug. Nice little run up there. Okay, boss man, you ready to jump in on number 3? I'll put you in for 300 doubloons. 300 doubloons for you. What's your first bet going to be? Boss man on number 3. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to call out the other names that are still on the list. Tell me if I miss your name. If you're here and I miss your name and you want to play. But I still got Tech, Emmy, and Nick. $5 tip for the dealer. Sweet. Hell yeah. Mini, and then 25 dealer's choice. 25 dealer's choice. Going player. All right, Doug, you're on number 6. Just keep playing along in your head and then tell me. We'll pick up right where we left off. You know what I mean? You could, when I call your name again to play again, you could be like, Heath, I won. I ran up another 500. I'll say, we'll put that 500 back. Brian, what's up, Brian G? You are on the list. I added your name in case you do want to play. Skate, we got your bet. Amiz, we got your bet. Boss man, what's your first bet going to be? And then Minnie, we got your bet also. Okay, boss man, let me know what you bet. You got 300 credits to start. Do you want 25 on player? Do you want 50 on banker? What's it going to be? That's funny, Minnie. I was thinking about doing that. All right, here's the tip stack. Okay, these are stacks of 5. There's the tip stack. The dealer in 2 hours to run up a nice little tip count like that, they'd be happy. All right, boss man, we got you on player. Okay. Player's got a 0. Banker 6. Player 5. Banker 4. Okay, player's going to take a card on that, whether they like it or not. That's the rules, and it downgrades them from a 5 to a 3. That is unfortunate. Banker's going to draw a card because the rules say to. Let me see. Yeah, let me show it. A 4 versus a 3. Yeah. Banker has to draw, even though they got a 4 versus a 3 right now. This is how Baccarat works. The dealer has to just follow the rules, and the rules say a 4 versus a 3 is going to draw a card. Let me double check that. 4 versus a, yes, 4 versus draw a card. Yeah. They end up with a 4. They still win. Banker still wins. Okay, the player streak didn't happen, Minnie. I thought the player streak was going to happen. Instead, the banker got the W on that one. Unfortunate for my decision making. I said I thought the player was going to win, you know? What do I know? Fuck. Just do what Skate does. Fuck. That's insane. Okay. Okay, last hand for you. Skate, you've had a good run up. You've played a long time. Let's cash you in and keep this for the next time you run through and play, whether it's tonight or another night. What's your final bet going to be on hand number 1? And then we'll put your name back on the list if you do want to jump back in. But man, what a great run up so far. Okay, Miz, we got you 50 on banker. Boss man, you got 100 left. What are you going to do with that? And then Minnie, what are you going to do with yours? Welcome in, Amber. Hello, hello. Good to see you, Amber. All in for player on Boss Man. Jake's back in the house. No, Jake's not in the house right now. A Miz 25 on a tie. We got you 25 on a tie. Then we got 500 here. We're gonna do it with no. You've been betting green chips. We're gonna be a little superstitious here. We're gonna be a little superstitious here. Okay, skate. We got 500 on player. And then Minnie, what do you got on this one?
You're gonna hear my chicken nuggets and fried soup.
Yes. 1 million on player. 10 on what do I think? Oh God. I go player again. I go player again. Okay, here they come. Okay, player's got a 0. Banker with an 8. Oh. Oh no. I was fucking A, dude. I was wrong. This I mean, I was about to say this is unpredictable, but I wonder if the banker was gonna win again. Like, follow the pattern, Heath. You big dummy, follow the pattern. Okay, no tie, and players lose on a 0 versus a 8. And a natural 8 is an automatic win versus a 0. Even if I pulled a 9 over here, it would not have won against a natural. Bada bing, bada boom. You all know how it goes. Okay, I need to take a 5-minute intermission here. So I apologize. I got to step away for 5 minutes or so. Take care of my late night kids snack. I'll be back shortly. This is a good time for an intermission for you as well. All right, thank you guys for your patience. It's summer now. You know, kids staying up late, getting hungry at midnight. I get hungry at midnight too. Chicken. Did you guys hear her come in and whisper? What's up, flow state? How we took care of that too. Wow, I missed a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna have to run back in there and pull the nuggets out. Microwave nuggets and fries suck, so they're in the toaster. She can't mess with that. Da 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 da. Yeah, baccarat tonight. Tech, you're actually next on the list. Oh, look, Tech. Tech's spot number 3 is available. Boss man, that was a little quick, unfortunate run. Boss man, you want me to put your name back on the list? Chicken nuggets, medium rare, followed with a day off work because you got diarrhea. 25 on player, $5 tip, 25 on player. All right, Tech, you're on number 3. What's your bet going to be, Tech? Skate. We were going to cash you out on that one, Skate. But let's see. We just got Tech in over here, so I don't really need to cash you out, Skate. If you want to make another bet. Nick, are you there? And Glenn, let me know if you want to jump back in there. Tech's going 100 on Banker. Here's the board, y'all. Player, not Banker, Amiz. Start with 300. Yep, Tech. Um, yeah. Testing 1 3. Can you hear me? Right where we left off. All right, we're gonna finish out the deal here. Right in the middle of the reveal, making all y'all sweat. Sweating bullets here. Okay. Player can skate for you continue his streak, their streak. With a 7 versus a 3, the chances are good. The banker will take a card on that. I switched the cards. You know it. Yep. Yep. I did that just so fucking. Wait, who's on 3 now? It's not Boss Man. Is it Boss Man? Tech. I did that just so Tech would lose his first hand. I'm kidding, Tech. I'm kidding. I didn't rig that. You know I didn't. But Skate did get another win. Skating on into the victory lane with the most won tonight, quite possibly. All right, that's that larger stack in the back is a $200 stack. All right, mini play-in. That's how you do in real baccarat, man. You could take $200 and play for 5 hours if you're smart. Have a good old time. Okay, where's your bets at? What do you mean? So you lied to us, Minnie? I sense a little sarcasm there. And a tip for the dealer after breaking his balls. Table loss. Yeah, I was kidding. I had nothing better to do than just harass you guys. it's So if somebody was on banker, I think it was tech. And so there's no way the table could have lost. Somebody had to win, right? Yes, you did make 50. Okay, Ms. 50 on banker. Ms., you got it. What's your play going to be on this one, Scott? Skate? And Minnie, what you got on that one? Engelbert, we'll get you in real soon here. I'm going to be playing for another 15, 20 minutes at least. That's long enough to get you in. Doug, you are on the list next. Yep, it was Tech and then Nick, but I don't think Nick's here. Mini Me's going to head to bed. You're going to cash out? All right, Mini's cashing out. So, Doug, you are in spot number 3 now, or 4 now, Doug. Mini started in at 300, left with 100, had a lot of fun. That's how the casino goes. Just go there for entertainment only. Do not try to win. Oh, Engelbert's next. Okay, Skate, what's your bet on this one? Skate 100 on player. And then what we got on yours, Tech? Tech, what's your bet going to be? And Doug, you want to do like 500 in? Or the startup 300? Okay. 500. We're going to do 100 in green chips. So you got 4 black chips and 100 in green chips. What do you want on your first bet, Doug? You're going to go 150 or 200 on this one. And Texas. Tech, did I lose you when we froze? I might have lost Tech when we froze. Tech, let me know if you're still there, Tech. I still got you on spot number 3. If not, we're going to go and put you on. Oh, I didn't mark that last one. That last one was a player. Okay. And 50 on tie. You got it. Okay, Engelbert, you ready to play? I think I lost Tech when we froze up, man. That sucks, but I'm sorry. Sorry, Tech. But you're in if you want on number 2 or 3, Engelbert. All right, what's your bet going to be, Engelbert? Let me mark you on the board here. Okay, what's your bet going to be, Engelbert? And I'm going to start the deal here. 300, are you going player or banker with your $300 bet? There's the board right there. Oh, Tech, now you're back. All right, Tech, we're going to get you back in here in a minute. I got to place this bet, though, for Engelbert. Is it going to be on player or banker? On player it is. Okay, player's got a 0 versus banker 2. Player's still got a 0 versus the banker still got a 2. Okay, what's the player going to end up with? A 1. That is trash. But the banker has to draw. Players do have a chance still. Not likely. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, still not likely. Yeah, banker wins. Yeah, dang it. I mean, yay. Shh. Not yay for Engelbert. Okay, looks like you're right back in there, Tech. You had 200 left, Tech. We're going to start you out with a fresh 300, like you're starting all over again. So there's your cards there. Let me mark the board and then pay out the bankers. No tie on that one, but Doug, you got a nice 200 on your first rip on this go around. Amiz, you got a 50 banger there. Okay, what's your next bet's going to be, people? Tech, are you going 100 on player or banker? Skatefury's going 100 on player. Engelbert, you went 300, or not? Yeah, Engelbert, you went 300 on player, all in on one hand. We'll get you back in if you want to play. But right now we got Tech going 100. Doug, you can go back 200 on this one. Always banker for Tech. That makes it easy. Amiz going 100 on player and 25 on tie. And then Doug, what you got on this one, Doug? I feel a sneeze coming. Oh, it's not going to happen. The sneeze tease. Okay, player has a 7 versus banker 2. Player, downgrade to a 1. Player, banker did not upgrade. So let's see what the player ends up with. Still a 1. Savage. Banker has to draw. This is just like the last hand. Exactly like the last hand. Exactly. The banker will not go out without a fight. Okay. No player love on that one. Banker, a 2 versus 1. Okay, what's your bet going to be? That was not bad there. Text going 200 banker. And 200 for player for skate. Doug running the bet back. Oh, let me break. That was 150. 150 on player, Doug. Yes, I do gamble for real. I love gambling for real. It is my form of entertainment. Are you going to do the same bet, Amiz, or what's your bet? 50 on player? All right, we got you. 50 on player, Amiz. All right, let's go, Pete. Yes, Tech, I do gamble for real. In fact, most of my channel is me and my wife playing slot machines. Player's got a 0. Banker's got a 2. This is, that's worse than last time. Oh my God. The banker has to take a card and wins with a 1. The banker's like rubbing it in the player's face right now. It was a 2 versus 1, then a 2 versus 1, now a 0 versus 1, all for the banker streak. A very unlikely scenario. But Baccarat, if I haven't learned anything, is very unpredictable and lots of fun. Oh dear. Okay, what's you guys' bets on that on this next one? Are we gonna have a massive fucking banker streak again? Okay, it's Skate. We got to switch it up. We're gonna do green. We're gonna do black chips on this. We've had a losing streak on you with the green chips. We're gonna switch it to black chips here. Get you a freaking win, okay? 50 on banker for you. 200 on banker for Tech. And 150 on player. I had to just double check. I was thinking player. I wanted to make sure. I've got the memory of a goldfish. Squirrel. Player with a 0. Banker with a 9. Ooh, player's got an 8. Oh, banker's got a 9. Again, the banker says, I will beat you by 1 card and rub it in your face. Savage. A natural 9. I mean, you're happy. When you see that 8, you're so happy when you see that 8. You're early, premature celebrating. And then the fucking banker goes and pulls a freaking 9. Oh, skate. I tried to switch it up to the black chips, but skate, that didn't work either. The board just doesn't like your bets right now. That's how it goes, though. And then you'll go on a run again and break even. Okay, all in on player and cash it out regardless of Miz. All right, thank you. And then we'll let another player jump in there. Okay, Tech, we got you 300 on banker. Doug, we're going to break you off with the 150 on player and 50 on tie. Dude, that tie has got to happen, dude. That tie has to happen. Skate all in player. Freaking let's go. Let's go. Danny, what's up? Welcome in, Danny. Player's got a 9. Banker's got a 0. Player with a 6. Okay. Versus banker 5. Okay. Both have to. So a player will stand on a 6, and the banker will draw with a 4 versus a 6. I'm sorry, 5 versus 6. And they stay at a 5 versus 6. This time the player says, I will beat you by 1. And my 6 beats your 5. Players win. Oh, skate. That was very nice. Okay, no tie, Doug, but you got the player win with the 150. And then skate. You had to believe in the process, dude. That's how Baccarat goes. Believe in the process, and then look what happened there. A nice $650 bet for a $650 win. Spectacular. Shit, you're almost back to where you were a few hands ago with that one heavy bet. Okay. Tex going all in banker. The waiting list is very small right now. Like, you may get in the next hand or two. All right, Doug, what you got on yours? Skate. That was a freaking great hit there. What you got on your next bet? All right, 150 on player for Doug. All in banker for Tech. All in banker for a Miz. And 100 on player. All right, bets are out. Danny, thank you for the 6-7. I wouldn't be surprised if this hand it ends up being a 6-7 because we've been 1 point off like the last 4 or 5 hands in a row. This case, we got a 4 versus a 6, a 4 versus a 2. Okay, player's going to take a card on that 4, stays a 4. Banker has a chance here with the 2, pulls the 7 for the banker win. Big wins on the back end there. Let me mark that here. Banker, if you had bet banker all night long, you would have been ahead and you would have been drunk as hell because by now the cocktail waitress would have surely poured you 5 to 6 drinks or more, depending on how good of a server they are. Okay. Nice wins here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I got like 5 hands left in me. Okay, a Miz, let's count you out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. All right, so these are $300 stacks. 1,200, a Miz. Very nice run up. That's going in your imaginary bank. Very nice. Okay, Brian, are you there? And if not Brian, then let's get Danny in real quick. Get to play a few hands before the live finishes for the night. Okay, I'm getting that 300 ready back here. A Miz, nice run up, a Miz from 300 to 1,200. I got that on the bank. Okay, you're in, Danny. You're on number 2, my man. You got 300 to start. You got some in your bank, I think, if you want to do a little higher bets. Risking it for the biscuit here. All right, you guys see the board, okay? Risking it for the biscuit. All in on player. Boom. Text going all in banker. We'll just leave those chips right where they are. Doug, you got 150. Are you going to stay on the player action, Doug? And 150 on banker for Danny's first hand. Good luck. Clifton Hickman, what's up? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Lynn's off. This is not illegal gambling. We are not gambling. We're playing a game. Nobody's paying for this, and I'm not paying anybody for this. We do have a deal coming out here, though. Let's see. All right. Good luck. Good luck. Clifton's going banker. All right, Clifton, we got you an imaginary banker bet right now. We can put you in a spot if you want. 0 versus 0 right now. Oh, 4 versus 5. All right, both are going to take a card. A 6 versus a 5. A little bit of a sweat here. We're going to do a little bit of a peel. A 6 versus a 6. There's the tie that we knew was going to finally come all night long. Only 2 ties all night long. Both times they happened on the second banker hand. So banker 1, then a tie. Banker 1, then a tie. Last time we played, there was 6 ties all night long. Last time we played, there was actually 5 ties between the first like 14 or 15 hands. It was crazy. It was crazy. Tonight we've only had 2 ties all night long through a shit ton of hands. Oh, look, the board's almost over and our play time is almost over. So, tie, all your bets pushed. Do you guys want to run your bets back? Tell me if you want to run your bets back. Linzoff, you've been in here before saying the same thing. Read the description, read the title, watch for more than 5 or 10 minutes, and you will see that there's no illegal activity, just having fun. Running it back, running it back, running it back. Danny's going all in this time. Danny's switching it up. I know why you did that, because you re-examined the board, right? Right? That was an educated, masterfully played move there, Danny. Oh, both of you were like, yes, an 8. Yes, a 9. Oh my God, that's a downgrade beyond belief. A 1, that's a downgrade, but not as bad as this. What's a 1 going to turn out to be? Oh, a 1's going to stay a 1. Now, a 5 versus a 1 is a stand. Banker wins. Banker stands on a 5 versus a third card, draw 1. Banker wins. Banker smashing it tonight. Oh, skate. That was a brutal, brutal ending there. I hope in the real casino, when you were up to like 2,000, you would have pocketed like 1,000, and then you would have been way up on the night and had a great time. We got big stacks coming over here for you on that one. Nice win over here. All in bets. All in bets are always big. Okay. All right, Skate. Awesome run earlier. Thanks for playing along for so long. I let you sit in that seat for a long time because you were just smashing it, dude. Doug, we got a little run out there. Doug, tonight was not your night, actually. Let's get you back next week, man. Let's smash your hands next week. Skate, you would have stuck to the slots at like 50 cents a spin. Dude, that's where I would have been, bro. Watch my channel, dude. Like that's exactly where I would have been at the slot machines, minimum betting, having a good old time, man. Okay, Tech's going all in banker again. All right, we're gonna run it. All in banker again. Danny, what do you got on this one? 300 on player. 300 on player, Danny. Okay. You know what? Right. It's a good time right now. We're just gonna play out a few more hands for the bets that are up there. We're closing the table. It's late enough. I gotta work tomorrow. So we're gonna make these bets here and maybe a couple more hands if you guys want to. Danny and Tech. Okay. Clifton, Dan, skate, play along, just make some imaginary bets, have some fun, and then I'm also gonna answer that question, Dan. Tech, if you win, that'll be the biggest one this week, probably. Right now, you got the biggest stack, I think. Amiz had a great run up earlier. I think Amiz had the biggest run up earlier with 1,200. Okay, let's get this deal out here. Let's see who's gonna win here. We got one on player, one on banker. We got a little bit of player fade going on here. Two people on the table, two different bets. Can't root for either one of them. Right now, it's a tie. Oh, banker downgrades. Okay. The player has to stand on a 6. The banker will draw on their 1 and end up with a 2. So we got a player win there. Banker streak did not continue. Oh man, I wanted it to because that would have been a fat win right there. On the contrary, we got a fat win there. But that was a massive bet there, Tech. Good thing it's free. You know, this is risk-free playing. Gambling is not even the right word because there's no risk involved. You guys are just playing and having fun. Like that hand right there was, oh my God, that was like I think that was $2,400. Man, in the real world, that would have crippled somebody's heart, man. They would have freaking went crying home like, I'm done. I'm never playing it again. Last hand all in. Player, you got it. Let's do it. We're going to throw up a freaking tower. I'm going to throw up a tower there on this one. All right, let's do it. I don't know. I don't get the Jim Briggs reference. I'm waiting to see who Jim Briggs is. All in, Clifton. Are you going banker or player, Clifton? Right now, player's got 7. Okay. Danny's happy? Danny's not happy. Danny's very sad. Danny just got beat. The banker went at the end of the board. See, we should have stopped. See, we ran out of spaces on the board, and the banker's like, no, I'm not going to let a player streak happen on the last hand. I'm not going to let that happen. I'm going to go beyond the board and fuck off, Danny. Damn. Banker, all night long, Banker has been dominant. I should count how many banker deals won versus players. That even. Man, the banker, we dealt probably like 40 hands tonight, and it was probably something like 30 banker wins to 18 player wins or something crazy like that. Something crazy like that. Yes, I'll get you a book total real quick. I'll do that real quick, Doug. So Doug. I got you down like no. Counting buy-ins, Doug. I got you down $125 counting buy-ins. If we don't count the buy-ins, you're up 6 or 725. Something like that. But that you're still low, you're still at around 4,000 even after not having a great night. So you're still doing good, Doug. Your so your book total before tonight was like 4125, give or take 4100, let's call it. And then tonight you had bought in 1,000 and won 875. So technically you're down 125 tonight. All right, thank you guys for watching. So Dan, um, can you explain when the dealer draws a third card? So in Baccarat, the rules, and I got my cheat sheet here. I could not do it without the cheat sheet. But the player's hands are pretty simple. If the player draws a 0 through 5, so 5 or less, they're going to draw a card. A 6 and 7, they're going to stand, and 8 and 9 is a natural. 8 and 9 is what you want, of course. And then the dealer, if they get a 0, 1, or 2, they're always going to draw no matter what. If they get a 3, they're going to take a draw only if the player has a 1, 2, basically every number except 8 for some reason. Okay. If the dealer banker has a 4 and the player on their third card draws a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the banker will draw a card. If the player pulls a 1, 8, 9, 10, the banker will stand, and so on and so on. But that's the thing that makes Baccarat also kind of cool is you don't get to choose the rules. It just, the game plays itself, and you just got to follow the board and try to make your best guess as to when it's going to switch back and forth from player to banker. Like somewhere around the third bet here, it would have been wise to just hope there's going to be a streak. Because in Baccarat, a streak of 5 to 7 hands is pretty common. If you play one night for 2 or 3 hours, it's almost always going to happen at least one time where there's a streak of 5 to 7 wins. So see these hands here where it's back and forth. Once there's like 3 in a row, like this time and this time and this time, that's when you should just ride the streak. After there's been 3 either banker or player hands win, you just start riding the streak. So you bet banker again, and they're like, "Wow, that won." Okay, pocket some money, bet banker again. Holy shit, it went again, again, again. And then you'll bet banker one more time and realize the streak is over, and then you reset your clock and start figuring out the board all over again. So it can be fun, and you can take your time, and you can play on a low budget if you find a low betting table. A lot of baccarat though, you're going to find the minimum bet's $25. So you better go in with $300 and be willing to lose it and call that your entertainment for the night. But that's at the casino. With me, it's free. So jump in, play along. Hope you guys had fun doing that tonight. I'm going to finish the live. Good night, y'all, for you watching at the end. And we'll see you next time. Next Tuesday, actually. As always, next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 10 p.m. Pacific, 10:30 p.m. Pacific time. All right. Good night, y'all.